Friend! Oh, new friend! Oh, friend! Please be my friend! Oh, friend!
Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. I am your host, Luke, and we're going to take you through everything that happened in NXT UK this week. It is episode 7. They do tend to put 2 on at a time, so I don't know how many people are watching this, but I'm going to continue to do the reviews anyway. It just helps me keep up to date with them. So this happened, I don't even know what date it was actually recorded, but I'm going to take you through. It was uploaded a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just getting around to doing the video now. So if you want to continue watching, click the subscribe button, like the video, hit the notification bell to know when we upload new videos. Got lots of new content coming, including a review of This Is The End, an independent show from Hope Wrestling Evolution 74, coming your way on Cheap Shot Entertainment. Incidentally, I am doing a triathlon for Movember, hence the moustache, so there'll be a link in the description down below if you'd be so kind as to donate to that. It is 15 kilometres, 1k swim, 9k bike ride and a 5k run. I'm doing that as we speak tomorrow, Friday the 30th of November. Any donations would be muchly appreciated. And on that note, let's get on with the show. So the show opens with the women of NXT up on the stage and something covered by a cloth. We're greeted by the general manager, Johnny Saint, and introduced to the man, the legend, Triple H, coming out to his Bow Down to the King music. Always good to see Triple H in the UK. He's an absolute legend in the WWE. And yeah, he's going to reveal something. What is it going to be? The ladies are up on stage. I think you can probably guess it's going to be the Tag Team Championships. No wait, it's going to be the Ladies Championship. And it's basically a carbon copy of the NXT, well, it's actually the WWE UK Championship at this moment in time. So I wonder if they're going to change the design to make it NXT UK. Hope they don't. I really like this design. But yeah, I'd probably make another one if they did. Anyway, the Women's UK Championship, it's going to be decided in a tournament with 8 ladies vying to become the first ever UK Women's Champion for the WWE. Yeah, that's basically it. It's an announcement to say that it's going to start on the following show on the next week of NXT UK. Anyway, we're going to get straight into the first match. It is the unfortunate Sid Scala. He has shown a little bit of spark recently, but he does keep getting put against the top guys, so guessing his development talent for the future. But he, you know, I quite like the kid. He's got a lot of fight. Anyway, he's going against Jordan Devlin, a veteran of the UK scene. He's the Irish champion, beating lots of big names, including Cassius Ohno along the way to keep that championship. Yeah, someone who's very well thought of in the WWE. His trainer is Finn Balor, trying to get out of the shadow of Finn Balor, and he's doing that very, very well. Anyway, early on there's mind games by Jordan Devlin, which fires Scala up, and there's an early flurry by Scala, but Devlin shows his aggressive side, his aggressive streak. I remember when he came in to the first UK Championship, and he was kind of like a babyface, but then he changed his attitude because he lost, and it's obviously worked for him. He works much better as a heel. Shows his aggressive style to get back on top really quickly. The pace is slow and methodical. Don't expect that from Jordan Devlin. Smaller guy, you expect him to be jumping around. He's not. He's a striker, and I quite like that. That's different. It reminds me of Tony Nese from 205 Live. There's a slingshot RKO and a near fall. Scala manages to kick out this, a slingshot RKO. Scala reverses this into a near fall of his own and puts some moves together before Devlin hits a off the top rope drop kick, a fireman's buster for the win. Yeah, Devlin talks on the microphone. He talks very well on the microphone. He's got good skills with that, and calls out the Leeds luchador Ligero, saying that there's a guy that walks around the back dressed as a luchador and he's from Leeds, which got a laugh from the crowd. It's quite funny. But yeah, calls out Ligero, and the match is being set for the following week on NXT UK. But your winner in this one is Jordan Devlin. And so the second match is a tag team match. Lots of wrestlers being chucked together in this one because basically the NXT UK Tag Team Championships have been announced as well. They've been revealed. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of tournament going off for those, as well as the Women's Championship, perhaps culminating at NXT UK Takeover Blackpool, which sold out in 3 hours, which is phenomenal, really. But yeah, there's some NXT Tag Team Championships up for grabs, so lots of people trying to get together and form tag teams to win those championships. So you have Amir Jordan, fantastic wrestler, met him in person, came down to Hope Wrestling a few times. Really funny, really entertaining. I hope they do something better with him than they're doing with him now. And his tag team partner is Kenny Williams, again a veteran of the UK scene, and they are going against Joseph Connors from Nottingham. Boo! Derby fan. And Saxon Huxley, the Muscle Cat, also known as Jesus by the UK fans. Anyway, Jordan and Huxley hook up to start the match. Jordan gets the better of Huxley in the early exchange, but then it quick tags from both guys until Huxley gets the better of Jordan. So there's a tag in and a tag out at that point until he gets better of Jordan. Jordan to tag Connors back into the ring. Connors then shows his vicious streak. He's got a chip on his shoulder after losing half an ear in a bar fight. And Huxley held up by Jordan at this point for an opening to manage to get the tag to Kenny Williams. Connors knocks Williams off the apron to gain an advantage. Connors then gets the tag and goes flying. There's a sunset buckle bomb on Kenny Williams, and then he hits the Don't Look Down for the win. So basically your winners here are Joseph Connors and Saxon Huxley. We then go on to a better look at the women's tournament for the UK Women's Championship. Trent Seven then gets an interview and talks about Zach Gibson. I really like Zach Gibson. I'm going to go out on a limb here. He's good on the microphone, he's got a fantastic character, and he's really good in the ring. I want a Zach Gibson t-shirt. Zach, if you're watching, you can send one over to me. Just get in contact on Cheap Shot Entertainment. Long shot, I know, but it's worth a go. So yeah, Trent Seven then accepts the challenge of Zach Gibson, having had Gibson run away from him last week when he came out to challenge him in a talk-off. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that one. That's another match that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks on NXT UK. Trent Seven and Zach Gibson both absolutely fantastic in the ring, but I really like Zach Gibson. I want one of his t-shirts, and I think he's really cool, and he was much better than 5-Star Wrestling and Jack Swagger rather on that show. And it's a shame that 5-Star had to go out of business, but that's what you do when you book out massive venues and you can't fill them. So yeah, rule number one, if you're going to do a wrestling show, don't book out a massive venue and expect to sell 300 tickets, because you're probably going to go out of business. 5-Star Wrestling, everybody. Anyway, we're going to go on to the next match. This episode is nearly finished, so we'll move on swiftly. So the third match on the card tonight is Tyler Bate, first ever UK WWE champion, and James Drake, from the posh side of Blackpool. I'm not quite sure where that is. I was in Blackpool the other week and I didn't find it. Answers on a postcard or in the comments section down below. This was a good one. Got two veterans of the UK scene, two young veterans of the UK scene, should be said. Yeah, it's a really, really good match. But Drake gets the better of Tyler Bate in the earlier exchange. It's only after a couple of minutes that Tyler Bate tries to get some momentum together, but Drake cuts him off really early. Can't get anything together. Drake has got an answer for everything. There's a reverse chin lock, try and wear Tyler Bate down. Tries to break, but Drake stays on top of the reverse chin lock until Bate manages to break the hold and follows up with a Frankensteiner. Incredible move. It's difficult to think that Scott Steiner used to do that. Much taller guy used to do a Frankensteiner, jump up Hurricane Runner, and Bate fakes the flying into outside. Drake rolled outside by this point. Bate goes to charge at him and jump out, but he fakes it, hits the ropes, comes back. Drake ducks down and then he hits it. So Tyler does manage to hit the move eventually. There's a Tyler driver attempt, but that is reversed into a backdrop. Bate hits the corner. There's a drop kick, momentum back and forth, and Tyler eventually hits the Tyler driver 97 and Bate wins. Yeah, fantastic match. As you can expect from Tyler Bate and James Drake. I'm quite impressed with this guy as well. And it's announced that the UK Women's Tournament will be starting on next week's show, which I've already mentioned, but I just thought I'd put that in there. And your main event of the evening is Ashton Smith versus Wolfgang, a fallout from the previous week on NXT UK as Wolfgang attacked Ashton Smith and obviously won the six-man tag with the Coffey brothers against Ashton Smith, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. There was some dirty play in that one by the Scottish Invasion. So this is a fallout match and it's scheduled for one fall. I think I can just about hear you, internet, Cheap Shot Nation. Ashton Smith gets on top really early in this one, heads straight for Wolfgang. Wolfgang trying to fight out, but goes to the middle one too many times, tries to jump off the top rope one too many times. Wolfgang catches Ashton Smith after he tries a top rope move and gets on top. There is no mercy from Wolfgang in this one, and Smith manages to come back after a couple of minutes of being beaten down. There's more high-flying moves from Ashton Smith. Wolfgang uses his power and hits a fisherman's cutter for the win. Obviously the match went a lot longer than that, but I was trying to keep attention and make notes at the same time. Really good match. Impressed with Ashton Smith. Always impressive, Wolfgang. If you've ever seen a 300-pound guy hit a swanton off the top rope, that's Wolfgang, and it's such an impressive move for a big guy to do, balance-wise, and just the ability to get the right distance and stuff. So Wolfgang wins this one. Ashton Smith goes away disappointed, trying to get some revenge for the previous weeks being attacked. Wolfie then celebrates with the Coffey brothers after the win, and we then clock off from NXT UK episode 7. So that is everything that's happened in NXT UK on episode 7. We have storylines being furthered, built up, ready for the NXT UK takeover event in Blackpool. Lots of jockeying for position. Tyler Bate wins over James Drake, which would come into play a couple of weeks later, I'm sure. And Ashton Smith trying to get revenge on Wolfgang for their little trio. And the Scottish Invasion, which is really impressive at the moment. It's hard to think who's going to be able to stop those three guys in NXT UK. But yeah, like I say, another great show. NXT UK doing the UK proud. And incidentally, some news on NXT UK, not only the UK takeover Blackpool, is that some of the guys and girls have been offered permanent contracts with the WWE. So I say congratulations to those wrestlers, those superstars as they are now, as they always were to us in the UK independent scene. And yeah, good luck to you, and I hope you do all the best in your future endeavours from Cheap Shot Entertainment. And on that note, if you like the video, share it with your friends, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to know when we are uploading new videos and new content. And if you want to leave us a comment down below, please do. Incidentally, again, I'm raising money for Movember. I'm doing a triathlon tomorrow as we are recording this on the 30th of November. The donations will be open. There'll be a link in the description down below, and I'll pop a link just here somewhere maybe, so you can head over there if you're feeling generous. I know it's a bad time of year to be asking for money, but they really do a fantastic job at raising awareness of men's health, mental health and physical health issues, and it's a charity that's close to my heart. So much so that I walk around looking like a mailman for a month while I'm growing a moustache, or at least trying. So any donations would be greatly appreciated. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. This is Cheap Shot Entertainment. I have been your host, Luke. And we'll see you next time on Cheap Shot Entertainment. Goodbye.